Yes, yes. All right. You know, we just
yes. Because he said there were 10, I said I'll go to the
no, I don't know.
Okay.
Thank
Thank you
very much.
You're welcome.
I don't know why I'm not so confident about what they will get. And very powerful.
The Director General of NAPTIP, Directors of NAPTIP here this morning, our guests. Now we have with you this morning another very formidable organization. Since you assume office now, we'll be having a series of organized bodies coming to seek partnership with you. And today we have another very formidable organization here this morning. Grassroots Mobilizers for Better Nigeria Initiative. They are led by Ambassador Dr. Fatima Mohammed Kuni. But they are here to unveil to you their prime project called Community of All Society Approach to Combat Human Trafficking and its associated effects. Before I invite them to do a small presentation to illustrate what they have to offer, I want to introduce to you Ambassador Ma, our Director General, a seasoned administrator, former Permanent Secretary, Minister of Aviation, Minister of Women Affairs, and Minister of Health. She's a woman that's highly democratic and with wealth of experience. She values relationship and collaboration. And I can assure you that after this meeting, you'll see a lot of good things happening between NAPTIP more than before and your organization. I'm glad to introduce to you this morning our own very digital Director General, Peter Adamobelo, DG NAPTIP. And with her, on this end of the table is the PA, Mr. Adubelo. And also we have the Director in charge of Counseling and Rehabilitation Department, Mrs. Angela Mabayaka. And also we have representing the Director of Public Enlightenment is Mr. Desmond Graba. And also we have Mrs. Bemuna Ablai, the TA to the Director General, Mrs. Victoria Jambe, the protocol officer whom you have been talking with, and also the TA, another TA to the Director General, Mr. Timothy Tina. We have Mr. Samson Eje, photographer, and Mr. Josie Kanga, our social media person. And my name is Vincent Adekoye. I'm the press officer of the agency. At this point, I want to invite Mr. Timothy Yusuf, the Director of Media for the organization, who will introduce the entourage, and thereafter we'll have a 5 minutes presentation. Mr. Timothy, please.
Good morning, all the Director General of NAPTIP, all the management and staff of NAPTIP here present. Once again, we are here under the banner of Grassroots Mobilizers for Better Nigeria Initiative. And we are being led here this morning by our founder and chairman, on your immediate right, Ambassador Dr. Fatima Mohammed. Next is Hajia Rizkatu Abdulaziz, the Director of Contact and Mobilization. We also have here with us Dr. Ahmed Bolori, who is the National Provost of Grassroots Mobilizers for Better Nigeria Initiative. And on my immediate right is Ibrahim Mutaba. He's the essay technical to the founder of Grassroots Mobilizers for Better Nigeria Initiative. Also with us here is Yusuf Yo, who is a technical partner to Grassroots Mobilizers for Better Nigeria Initiative. And we have our team photographer here, Abba Kaka Mohammed. My name is Timothy Yusuf. I am the Director of Press. Why are we here once again? It's my pleasure to invite Ibrahim Mutaba, the essay technical, to the founder and chairman of the Grassroots Mobilizers for Better Nigeria Initiative to lead us into the presentation and why we are here. Thank you.
Thank you very much. A very warm morning to you all. Let me start by appreciating the DG for our magnanimity in receiving us this very morning, and her team, that's in person of the director representing public enlightenment and counseling, and also the director of guidance and counseling, as well as the PA and the PAs and SAs. So without wasting much of the time, I want to go straight to the presentation. Well, NAPTIP have been doing a lot and been following up with what they're doing, especially the National Action Plan to combat trafficking in human persons. So, as a grassroots focused organization, we said, okay, why don't we complement NAPTIP, since okay, we operate deeply in the grassroots level. So that's informed us to come up with a community all of society approach to combat human trafficking and its associated effect. How did we do that? So, by way of introduction, of course, without wasting much of time, human trafficking is a persistent issue in Nigeria. Of course, the Grassroots Mobilizers for Better Nigeria Initiative is launching a national program titled Community All of Society Approach to combat human trafficking and its associated effect. The program will complement NAPTIP's ongoing effort to building grassroots capacity, raising awareness, and fostering cooperation between communities, local authorities, and national stakeholders. So we embark on a pilot. If you see from the pictures, those are persons identified, the dumping site, scattered all over Abuja, to look at what are issues, what are things that led to human trafficking. To be able to combat human trafficking, you have to identify the root causes and address them right there and then, and not make them foul. Then after the pilot, so we found out that, oh, this is a very good approach, and it's, if we're going to do a countrywide approach, it's going to solve so many problems. You won't even be witnessing the trafficking in person because you've already addressed it from the root cause. How do we do that? You have to engage at-risk communities, at-risk individuals, and ensure that they are no longer at risk. So like I earlier mentioned, this is a woman we just saw under the bridge. We engaged her. Why was she there? And under the bridge, yeah. Why was she there? We took some of her details, and prior there, we gave her some kind of support so that she would immediately leave there. So, but we went there, we couldn't find her. Then we went to dumping sites. This is another list of at-risk women that we saw around who seem to at-risk. So they hover around there, we engaged them, we asked them, we took their details, and we kind of support them to be like the first point of reference to be able to process them. So, but other strategies, if I can go quickly, it's kind of online and radio engagement series by sharing updates, information, raising awareness, anti-trafficking messaging, survival story, of course, which NAPTIP has a large chunk of data on that we can leverage on. So, in essence, what we are doing is we're just doing a handshake. NAPTIP provides the platform, then we disseminate it across our network, volunteer grassroots system across the country. So we also victim support services. Here is the dumping site. We find out that there are so many populations that primarily live all their life in that dumping site. Born there, raised there, no form of any school. So we want to use that as a pilot. So that's just a brief on why we're here and the approach. I don't want to go in details because of time. That's why I just quickly went through it. But just the pictures, the depicts and kind of give an overview on the strategy that we want to adopt and some of the findings we had on the pilot. So if I want to see anything here, expected outcomes, we want a community that's aware about the risks and signs of human trafficking. We want to also improve collaboration between communities, law enforcement, of course leading to increased reporting of trafficking incidents. We want to also empower local leaders who can drive, just like the way we are engaging this, we want to drive anti-trafficking initiatives and support supports. Then we want to have a more robust and informed national conversation agreement facilitated through the region online things. Most of the things what even informed is we look critically at the national action plan currently 2020. So we identify areas that particular mention the role of CSOs and grassroots related organizations. So we think okay we can complement NAPTIP in that role. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that presentation. The Director General may now wish to respond, please.
Welcome everybody once again. This is what we have just presented is really revealing. I've never known that we have such places, even in Bobushi is just a 3 minutes, 5 minutes drive away from this place. And I think we should also maybe visit that site to see what is really going on. And if I understand this presentation very well, the NGO is trying to be more of advocacy, to creating awareness and solving the main cause of trafficking. And there are so many causes, so many. I know we always look at poverty as one of them, but beside poverty, if we go on a more detailed research, we will find that there are more causes beyond poverty. Because you can find a situation where trafficked persons are not really going through hunger, but other challenges of life. So what are these challenges? Let's research and find them out, what these challenges are, so that we can now have more strategic planning on the way forward to mitigate this menace that is called human trafficking. It's not something that we should, because we don't want to deceive ourselves, it is not something that we can eradicate. So I will use the word eradication of trafficking, or we minimize it, bring it to the minimum, if we could, and I'm sure we could, because if we put our heads together and work together, we'll be able to achieve a reasonable percentage of bringing this menace down. So I want to assure this NGO, from the day, the very first day I met your founder and chairman, we had a robust discussion, And I looked at her, I said, well, she was congratulating me. I said, well, if I succeed, you succeed. If I fail, you fail. So this is a collective responsibility. And I look forward to that collaboration and partnership that will make us succeed in this task that has been given to us. Because whether directly or indirectly, it is for all of us. It is for all of us. So I thank you very much. Directors here, you want to comment?
Thank you so much, my I want to start by welcoming you to NAPTIP and to say thank you so much for the work you do. Everything we have seen and heard is also what we do here in NAPTIP. So for us in NAPTIP, we're always very happy when we see people coming to us, wanting to join forces with us to get the job done. Because we keep saying it, we cannot do the work alone. It's a huge work out there, and we need to see how we can get to all the grassroots if possible, because that is even where the real vulnerable people are. So thank you for doing this. As an organization, what have you done with this group of people? Is there anyone you have taken, cancelled, rehabilitated, reintegrated back into the society that you have removed from this scene? What have you really done with them? Because if we are coming to collaborate as an agency and an organization, we should look at that aspect. Because the essence will be, removing them from this place so that they become better citizens. So I don't know if your organization has done it.
I've tried to rehabilitate some of them, taking the data of some of them, like those that dropped out of school. And presently efforts are ongoing to even enroll some of them who are ready to go back to school. And some told us they want to learn trade skills. And for those that are ready to do that, we have their data already and their efforts are already being put in place to do that.
Ruth, do you have a shelter?
But these are some of the things we are trying
That's
to
what
work
we
on.
for.
We are all working on
Organizations that can come
I
and
just
join
want to know
us
what you
together.
have already.
Some of our shelters
Yeah, but-
are mainly for IDPs,
IDPs.
among other people. Like regarding the IDPs, we have an entire community here in Pape and another one in Nasarawa, where the entire school, for example, one of the schools, the structure was there, but nobody has enrolled. So we enrolled over 200 and something, 300 and something, and we are responsible for all their school uniforms, all the teaching and learning materials. And so this is what we do on and on. But then now we're here at NAPTIP. We are mandated constitutionally to do these things. We have,
Small practices.
yeah, so these are the things we want to collaborate, because you have all it takes. All we can do is just to advocate and help identify, but then forging a partnership will enable us to do more together. To avoid distraction, this piece was mainly made just on the aspect of the things we are willing to collaborate with. Our organization has different directorates looking at different things: humanitarian, education, health, and other things. But we felt
Trafficking.
exactly with just your own
And
angle.
violence against persons.
Exactly, violence against women also. These are some of the advocacies.
We are just being modest to say persons.
Yeah. So we just decided to narrow it to this and make a presentation in this regard. Yes.
Yes.
My Digima, the leader of the group that have come today, we are happy to have you here. NAPTIP does a lot of things similar to what you do, what you're saying now. But we are the Public Enlightenment Department, which I'm representing. And the Public Enlightenment Department, all the objectives we have here, engaging in communities, awareness creation, education and all that, those are the things we do. As we have moved to, even up to, secondary schools, inauguration of vanguards, clubs, and all that. So we are really happy that you're here because when we have organizations like this, like you, to partner with us, you will really help us to stem the tide of human trafficking. Like we have always said, we cannot do it alone. We need all society approach, towards the fight against this menace. And then the agency too, like my DG said, is interested in collaborating with people like you. And not only that, we have in several state task forces have been inaugurated among all the states, about in some of these states, and all that. So we are happy that you're here, and then you help us a lot to actually suppress human trafficking. Like you say, we minimize it, we cannot eradicate it completely. So thank you all for coming.
Thank you very much. The Director General incidentally has another very, very tight engagement in the next 20 minutes. So this register is being signed, then we'll have a good photograph. Let's have the photograph.
Stating what, yes, okay. Then they will have minimum congratulation letter.